Between time right now, we got the man himself in the building, the Afrobeat General. I tell you, what's going on, Shaka? Yo, Shaka, can you hear me?
Shaka, King Rocco.
All right.
Yeah, man, it's a pleasure. Yeah, man, loud and clear.
Nice. How was your day, my man?
Yeah, been fabulous. Been a busy day, but been great.
All right. So before we start off this interview right now, where were you born? Where you from?
Oh, well, I was born in, in Kingston, Jamaica. You
Yeah,
know,
your internet kind of like chopping up a little bit in between.
delivery. Then, but I said BBA, born before arrival. Uh, you know,
Yeah, Shaka, your internet, your Wi-Fi kind of like messing up.
in Kingston, Jamaica.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah, but
yes,
yeah,
yes,
your Wi-Fi kind of messed it up. You know what I'm saying?
yes.
So,
Kingston, Jamaica.
right, all right. So, what was your childhood like growing up in Kingston, Jamaica?
Okay, let me see if I can run a quick check.
All right, I can hear you much better. You sound straight right now.
Yeah, well, it was, it was a lot of fun. All right. Lovely. Yes. So, born in Kingston, but spent most of my early years in Portmore, in Waterford. Um, on the first phase of the Waterford, that Waterford
Wow,
became
wow. Yeah, your Wi-Fi, man. Before you were like
like,
straight. Yeah, the Wi-Fi kind of like I'm not sure if you're on Wi-Fi or data, but yeah, it kind of like keep going in and out, and stuff like that. Yeah.
that was where I grew up until about age 12. Then I went back to Kingston in Duhaney Park, and music and of
All right, yeah, people, you're listening to the Friday Night Vibes. King Rocco, AG alongside the man, the king himself, King Shaka Pow. You know what I'm saying? He called himself the Afrobeat General. Yeah, unfortunately, he's having some technical issues, I guess, with his data or his Wi-Fi and stuff like that. But in the meantime, between time, you know what? Let's run some track from the man Shaka Pow until, he can get him back in the building. You listen to the Friday Night Vibes, UVC Radio, the sound that binds us together. Yeah. Turn it up now.
Now get upset to me tell you say me have 15
subject.
Never give a bounce check. Oh, you fi compete fi try be the dances.
Tell them it's fully bright. Like
Yeah.
to be the dances. Up on the front of the class. I try to get 100. Tell them we fully bright. Now I try to be the dances. Tell them we fully bright.
Youth power up your mind. It's okay to be brilliant. Use your mental ability, make millions. Cerebral hemisphere, make billions. Graduate top of the class, trillions. Honestly, me earn a living.
Let's see if we can get the man up in the building back right now. Yo, Shaka, can you hear us? Shaka, can you hear us?
loud and King Rocco.
Yeah. All right, yeah, boy, the technology thing works Or the technology thing works sometime, boy. Yeah, man. So yeah, you would say you were born in Kingston and stuff like that. That's the last part I actually heard.
Yeah, so Kingston grew up in Portmore in the early years. Same community, Waterford, that became pretty famous after as a result of Vibes Cartel. Um, so the early years was spent, mainly, pursuing academics, playing with friends and dabbling in music, singing at concerts at infant and primary school, and entering some DJ contests and things like that, and always been given that positive energy from my parents from a very early age.
All right. You know what I'm saying? Before we even continue that much far, at what point in your life you realize music is something that you want to do?
Yeah, you got that. Yeah, you got that. You heard me, King?
No, unfortunately, no. I'm not too sure if it's a Zoom thing that uses much bandwidth or some stuff like that, but maybe we can try a different platform and stuff like that. That maybe using a less bandwidth.
Back to being
Yeah.
in infant school and my early years at primary school. Music.
All right, listeners, we definitely humbly apologize for the connectivity issue, but we're gonna continue. All right.
Don't bother vex, no get upset. Show me tell you, say me have 15 subject. Never choppy line, never give a bounce check. Oh, you fi compete, fi try be the dances.
Tell them it's fully bright. Don't try to be the dances. Up at the front of the class, I try to get 100. Tell them we fully bright. Don't try to be the dances. Tell them we fully bright.
Use power up your mind. It's okay to be brilliant. Use your mental ability, make millions. Cerebral hemisphere, make billions. Graduate top of the class, trillions. Honestly, me earn a living. From the youngest class, me start winning. Have manners and decent upbringing. Scholarship and college, look how I'm living.
Tell them it's fully bright. Don't try to be the dances. Up at the front of the class, I try to get 100. Tell them we fully bright. Don't try to be the dances. Tell them we fully bright.
Use power up your mind. Try do your best in all that you do. Make the best use of school when you are pass through. Use up your brain, never lose a screw. Good education can't mildew. No follow friend, you not fi do. Remember, mama I depend on you. Not fi be the brightest, coulda done so. Remember, respect you. Well, don't bother vex, no get upset. Show me tell you, say me have 15 subject. Never choppy line, never give a bounce check. Oh, you fi compete, fi try be the dances. Don't bother vex, no get upset. Show me tell you, say me have 15 subject. Never choppy line, no give no bounce check. Oh, you fi compete, fi try be the dances.
Tell them it's fully bright. Don't try to be the dances. Up at the front of the class, I try to get 100. Tell them we fully bright.
All right, people. Let's try another platform right now. Let's see what's up. Hey, Shaka, what's up? What's going on, brother? Can you hear us?
Yes, King Rocco. Yes, King Rocco. Clear.
Much better. Up and loud, no cloud. We're there right now. Straight So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
definitely apologize to that. You know what I'm saying? So all right. So the last question that I ask you, at what point in your life that you realize music is something that you want to do?
Well, it is something, as long as I remember, King Rocco is something that I always did. Music has always been a part of my life, meaning I've been always performing, writing songs, been being in the studio later on, been on the stage, um, as a little kid entering like some DJ contest. I remember my first DJ contest, may I sing a lyrics like A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P. Me I singing the alphabet like at age 4. You see me I say? And then years later, through high school, St. Catherine High, then Kingston College, and then to university at age 18 when I got into medical school. Ended up being the chairman of entertainment through this love of music, and end up opening for major acts like Bounty Killer and Beanie Man when Beanie Man got the doctorate there at the University of the West Indies from the students. I opened that show. I opened the show when Bounty Killer got the professor. So it has always been a part of me.
Oh wow, that's amazing. So, um, wow. So I mean, you just said you actually in the medical field. How is that those two actually work together? Artist slash. I mean, also you're in the medical field. I mean, what exactly you do in the medical field?
Okay, well, I'm a gynecologist, and I'm the senior medical officer for a hospital, one of the major hospitals here in Jamaica. One of the largest obstetric hospitals in the English speaking Caribbean. So, that's a lot of responsibility. And then at the same time, a lot of outreach through the music production, currently doing a school tour through the schools promoting the importance of education. You've been playing the track, the Fully Bright track, where we've been countering some, what is in the atmosphere, the whole dunce vibe, which, we want our children and our nation to be a bright nation. So, we have to be in the schools and promoting the importance of education and getting a skill and wanting to go to college and just use our minds to push our kids and ourselves and our countries forward through positivity.
But how do you balance the two? Being a recording artist, also a medical doctor. That's a great responsibility, isn't it?
Yes. All right. So, well, I've developed the art of recording, from a very early age. I've been in the studios for so long. I write, I freestyle a lot of stuff on spot, and sometimes we get some very great recordings. Um, and it's usually a team effort. It's not me alone. People may see me alone out front, but behind the scenes, there are persons who help to coordinate and support for everything to work. And with everything, organization of time. There are times when we are in crisis mode, and I may be locked down for weeks, in a series of meetings. So at that time, medicine definitely takes precedence.
Interested. What was that feeling like the first time you actually held a microphone and performed in front of a crowd? And where was that?
The earliest one I can remember would be at Coconut Park. That was an amusement park up at Hope Gardens. I was a little DJ contest, and remember performing. Didn't win, but I remember making some impact with my lyrics, and performing at many school concerts. The large shows came really on the university campus, and then that transformed into like doing like Sting and Sunsplash one year when Sunsplash returned. Haven't done some fest as yet. That is still one of my dreams. Did maybe one show overseas in the Bahamas, where I performed with a featured art as a featured artist. So it is still early yet in the performing aspect, but in terms of the recording, there are albums out, there are multiple videos out. Once you type in Shaka Pow, you'll see the journey. Yeah, so the material out there.
Awesome. I mean, let me ask you this weird question here right now. What do the patients say to you when it come to you when it come to see you? I mean, artist slash doctor. I mean, how does that really work? How do they really view?
All right.
Because
Well, yeah. All right. So some persons that they don't put the two together, then they may see I know the face from maybe the newspaper articles or seeing me on a music video, and they may wonder where I know this face from before.
right, right.
Others who actually know, and they say yes, me DJ, yes, me say XYZ, me see a video, me say yeah, and then we just get to professional business. But the interaction is usually good. I think it's a good icebreaker. That people know that their doctor is down to earth, that they can relate to me and speak to me about almost anything. I make my patients very comfortable, and they tend to love how gentle I am and how calm, and they tend to tell a lot of their friends. So my patient stream is always high.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, are you a family man?
Yes, I have two children, and I'm married. You understand, and that is great. And my boys are growing quite well, very brilliant, brighter than myself, and that is
That's always a positive outlook, isn't it?
yeah,
That's always a positive outlook, man.
great feeling. Yeah, that's a great feeling.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, I mean, so you've been doing music for quite some time now. Okay.
Yes.
I've listened to your music, and the music is not. I mean, it's dancehall music, but your music, it has a beautiful taste to your music. Why you decide to switch like a kind of mixed genre, Afrobeat kind of dancehall thing versus doing the traditional, saying typical authentic dancehall? Why do you decide to have that beautiful tasted mix of the music?
Well, King Rocco, I'm a true lover of music, meaning you put me on any type of beat across the planet, I will ride any rhythm. You understand? So as a result of that, I did Afrobeat, like maybe two or three Afrobeat songs before Afrobeat even became this popular. And I did remember
Wow.
doing one song with Sadiki, and if persons do their research, they'll see that I did um, another song, Turn Me On, maybe about 2 years before the Afrobeat explosion. And since the Afrobeat explosion, and hearing the rhythm, I just had to jump on it. And that's how Unconditional came. And that, just became, just started creating waves. Yeah. So, and everybody hears that song, them just love that song and want to play it, and it just has a natural viral effect. You get infected by it once you listen, 'cause it's so catchy.
Wow, wow, beautiful. I'm actually looking at some information on you online right now. People call you the real Dancehall doctor. Wow. How do you feel having that title, man? The real Dancehall doctor.
Well, that is a great title. And it's so great that Dr. Beanie Man. I was there when he got his doctorate, and we did a song together. But in the pandemic, one produced by Chris Thomas, the CEO out of New York City, and we just giving unconditional some time to run, and then we're gonna drop the Beanie Man collaboration. Who is the original dancehall doctor? And when we say outsider, maybe early B, then it's Beanie Man is the next doctor, and then it's me, Shaka Paul, the real medical doctor for the business. You see it?
All right, all right. That's what's up, my man. That's what's up. So I mean, um, so for you, I mean, as a dancehall artist, where some of the places have you went and performed in Jamaica?
Okay, I've performed at like Team Splash out in Aracabessa. I've performed in Montego Bay. The school tour has taken me. I've gone to more than 20 schools performing this Fully Bright song. I've performed at Sting. I've performed at Sunsplash. Yeah, those are some of the major shows that I've been. Professionals in cabaret. When that show started, I was, one of the instrumental persons there when Hugo Barrington, who eventually became a lawyer, um, he started that show. So I've been out there.
So Shaka, I'm gonna ask you this question as well too. Um, a lot of people always talk about the music, the current state of dancehall music, the music actually decaying. What is your point of view on that? Do you really think our music is actually dying? Because a lot of people saying right now, Afrobeat music kind of taking over our music and stuff like that. What is your point of view?
I don't think it's a takeover. It's just that with every music form, there is a high point. Ska, reggae, rocksteady, all of them had their special point. And the music is always evolving. Jamaican music is always evolving. Um, Persons have traditionally sung what they live, and whatever, as the society and the morals decay, then you will hear that in the music. So that's a natural trajectory within the music. But at the same time, the kids, the younger artists are more lyrical. They are using more similes and metaphors. Um, it's just that the topics seem to be focused around the chopping and the scamming, which could be considered negative. But the music itself has many other facets. A lot of other music is being made. It's just what's maybe being played and what's popular, especially among the younger clientele within the music. Um, but the original music is still there. Persons are still remixing, refixing, doubling, utilizing some of the original dancehall beats, and we still put positive music on the trap dancehall beats because some are lively and vivacious. So um, Afrobeat I get it run, and we are all Africans, and we're glad for them, and we're glad for the music forms, and I have to double in it and take piece of it too. Cause it go on, but we not
Absolutely,
want dancehall. You understand?
absolutely.
Yeah,
How important is creative writing in the music?
it is very important. Just to show the evolution and the intelligence in the music. but one music, goes furthest when it's fun, and sometimes with very simple, um, creative lyrics, one can get very far with using different literary devices. And repetition is one of the greatest components, to make music very catchy. And once they have familiar and happy words, they could go very far, maybe further than those that are very structured and well written. So, music is just based on the feeling and the vibe, and once music carries that vibe, then no telling what could go viral and could be the biggest song, today or tomorrow.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because you got, again, we're not here to bash anybody and stuff like that. But let's talk about the buzz currently right now that's normally going on. Somewhat
Yeah.
like when you put out like real creative lyrics. I mean, because okay, you're gonna find like many years ago, you're gonna hear some artists they may talk about what between a woman legs or whatever it is and whatnot, but they come up with such a creative writing compared to now, whereby, I mean, the lyrics, it is just so raw. Where do you think and why and how? Where do you see our music's actually heading right now, and how can we basically put a pause and get back to the grassroots where we used to be?
All right, we just have to, like what I'm doing with Fully Bright, you just have to put the positive, music out in the space. Persons have always sung about sex and violence. And to counter that is to be always putting out good material out there and putting the effort behind it to promote it as well, to get it popular and to go places. 'Cause not just because the lyrics are are righteous or whole, then it is going to be consumed. It's a marketplace. It's a competition. So to remain competitive, we still have to make very good, clean music and put out a lot of it in inside of the space, to counter, and hot air tends to rise. So we just have to believe in the good music that we do and put out. And with platforms like these, there are a lot of platforms who are willing to play good, positive music. So I'm very optimistic that the evolution and that good will conquer evil
Why Shaka Power
in the
decide
music.
I'm not gonna follow the crowd, the regular? I mean, the buzz of today. Drop one song today, 2 days later drop another song. Basically, it's like, man, you trying to commit suicide, man. I mean, it's like, okay,
Well, I did that for many years. I did that for many years. I won't say I wasn't part of, doing a lot of songs, because like I'm
part of
saying,
the
I'm
trend as
a
well.
workaholic.
Right, right.
Yeah, I'm a workaholic. I 100 rhythm around the place, and I'm gonna get them. I'm quick into the studio, and I'm gonna, I'm not gonna give me a rhythm and 3 6 months, me no vice on it. Within days or hours, depend on the vibes, I will be in the studio and knocking that out. So, if I had ever gained that level of popularity, I'm one of the artists who would have flooded the place. 'Cause everywhere you look and see it, I hear me. Now I've understood the business a little better, and I go more for quality over quantity. And
Very
been
important.
a
Very, very
song for
important.
some time. And once this is a song that persons gravitate to, then we put the promotion behind it. And this song and this interview is being, I'm maintaining my focus because I stretch. Stretch and the producer of this song, Chris Thomas. Um, and this beat came straight from Africa too. Um, So big up Rude Boy Elliot and the entire squad who are a part of this music production. Junior, big promoter from New York City, you understand, who is behind this song as well. That, we have a real good song and we would love it to go to hit the Billboard charts. It has the potential.
Most definitely, man.
Pushing, this song could become our next big hit.
All right, you know what? Since you said that, let's get into a song right now. Let's get into the song right now. Yeah, people, this is the man. They call him, as Malachi called him a while ago, King Shaka Pow. He called himself the Afrobeat General.
Listen, me have 15 subject, never chop a line, never give a bounce check. Oh, you fi compete, fi try be the dance. Tell them it fully right.
Yeah, people. I tell you, better check him out on YouTube. This is the man, Shaka Pow, the Afrobeat General. This song right the brand up the street of Kingston, Jamaica.
Cover up your mind. It's okay to be brilliant. Use your mental ability to make millions. Cerebral hemisphere make billions. Ready your top of the class.
Why you can't play it one time? Pull it up.
It's okay to be brilliant.
King Rocco.
Use your mental ability to make millions. Cerebral hemisphere make billions.
That's the education is the key, right? It is the key to success.
From the youngest class,
this is the man Shaka Paul. People check him out on YouTube.
Upbringing, scholarship and college. Look how I'm living. Tell them it fully bright. Man, try to be the dances. Up at the front of the class. I try to get 100. Tell them we fully bright. Now try to be the dances. Tell them we fully bright.
What is a big shout out to our listeners who locked in right now? Trinidad and Tobago, Georgia and Guyana, St. Lucia, Kingston, Jamaica, Antigua and Barbuda, New York City, West Palm Beach, Florida, Miami, Panama City. Can see you in the house right in Houston, Texas, Michigan. All our listeners down in Toronto, Canada, the UK. Good morning to our listeners down in South Africa, Pretoria, South Africa to be exact, and also in Accra, Ghana. Listening right now.
No get upset, show me tell you, say me have 50.
This is the man Shaka Power, the Kingston, Jamaica.
I give a bounce check, oh, you fi compete, fi try to do vex. No get upset, show me tell you, say me have 15 subject, never chop a line. No give no bounce check, oh, you fi compete, fi try be the dances. Tell them it fully bright, and try fi be the dances. Up at the front of the class, I try to get 100.
Oh, Shaka. Wow. What was the mess behind the song, my man? What was the mess behind the song, Shaka Pal? Hey, Shaka, are you with us?
Yes, Rocco.
All right. What was the mess behind that song, man?
Yeah, well, based on the state of, the dancehall music, in terms of the messages, I recognize that, a lot of these messages needed to be countered, because we can't let, negativity just being uncountered. So that's how, we went on this campaign, and because children are the future, children to feel it is okay, to, not want to complete school, not wanting to feel that I don't need an education to survive in life. I can go out and get rich without even going to school. And that is the norm, and that will be, the way of life. Then we had to put some of this positive narrative out in the atmosphere.
All right, so
behind this song.
Right. So when you write music, what normally be your mindset when you write music? I mean, who are you trying to target? Yeah, explain that. Tell us.
Yeah, well, it depends on how the rhythm speak to me, because sometimes the song come before the rhythm, and sometimes the rhythm come before the song. And then if the rhythm just speaks to you in a positive way, then you're going to get some positive lyrics. If if it's something about party or entertainment or relationship. But because I feel I have so much to represent in terms of my brand, then my music will always be fit for airplay, always won't fall below a certain standard. You can put in a Shaka CD and drive with the entire family, and nobody has to feel cute and embarrassed during the trip, because the music does always stay above a certain level, never drop below.
Interested. How responsible you feel as an artist out there to the young youths?
Yeah, would be considered an elder, although I still look so young and fresh, because music does keep me fresh. You want to look good for the audience. You want to look
Straight.
when the promoters come for call. You want to look good for the poster. So, you watch my diet and I exercise and just trying to keep fit for the next hit. You see me?
Let's get into the next song here with you quickly here right now.
Bang, bang, bang. This love is unconditional.
Yeah, people, this is the man Shaka Power out of Kingston, Jamaica.
Only love.
Hey.
Turn up. Girl, I love you. Conditional love. If I love you one more time, girl, I'm gonna lose my mind. Girl, I'm gonna lose my mind. If I love you one more time, if I love you one more time.
Pull it up to bump. Yo, King Rocco HD. Courage from West Palm Beach. Pull it up.
This love is
Shaka Power, people, check him out on YouTube, alright? All of the music out there, you can find music, you better look, y'all better go check him out right now, people. I tell you, listen to him.
Girl, I love you. Conditional love. If I love you one more time, girl, I'm gonna lose my mind. Girl, I'm gonna lose my mind. If I love you one more time, girl, I'm gonna lose my mind. Girl, I'm gonna lose my mind. If I tell you I'm unconditional love.
Definitely want to big up the man Champion, aka Spider Stretch. And big up all our listeners who are listening right now, wherever you are. You in tune with the Friday Night Vibes. UBC Radio, the sound of binds is together. King Rocco HD, alongside the Afrobeat General, Shaka Power out of Kingston, Jamaica.
If I love you one more time, girl, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind. My family telling me this, my friends are telling me things. I tell them I don't care. And I swear, your friends are telling me this, my friends are telling me things. I love you and I swear, I love you, I don't care. If I love you one more time, girl, I'm gonna.
I tell you a big song. I love this song, people. I tell you a big song, people. For the man Shaka Power.
One more time, girl, I'm gonna lose Continental girl, you original. I want your loving, girl. I need you in my world. Don't care about your flaws, because you are my girl. If I tell you all, if I tell you why conditional, I'm unconditional love for you, girl. My love is unconditional.
Oh, wow. Shaka, man. Wow. Tell us about that song, bro.
Yo, that song sounds sweet or something, man. Hearing this program, King Rocco is like the sweetest I've ever heard this song.
You serious, man? You serious?
It is. Me don't know you play with a different vibe, brother. I hear program have a different energy and a different spin. But me I hear it for myself and me I feel it for myself, Rocco, yeah, Rocco, yeah.
Boy, I said the thing set there already, Shaka. I said the thing set there, my dog.
That's why you have listeners all over the globe.
Yep. You're Mr. Rod, is the Friday Night Vibes the place to be alive? You know what I'm saying? We don't want no dead people about you.
yeah. Rocco, the song, when you play the song, it's like in a dance hall or in a party. You understand? You play the song like a real big song. The song, you make the song feel, like a big.
Yo, thanks for the strength, my man. I appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? So tell us about the bands. Tell us about the bands behind this song, man. You don't listen to me, man. You know what I'm saying? One thing I love about this song, it's like, this old nice Nigerian, Ghanaian, Afrobeat, nice vibe to this thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're there in the club and stuff like that, and you got some chick just grinding, and you know what I'm saying? Everybody just having a good time, bro. So tell us the bands behind this song, bro.
And that's what they captured in the music video. You see me? I say, the video directors. That's what the treatment was all about, fun. So when you go on to Shaka Vivo and you go and watch this unconditional video, you'll be having fun and feeling the energy right through. The video is very colorful, full of vibes, full of nice, sexy girls out of Jamaica. You know, we're from the African continent. So you know the full thing. Oneness, unity. Yeah, man. Right, that's all.
I mean, I'm tempted to play this. I'll play a song here from you. Let me see, Shaka Pow. What is it? Let me see that. What is that song? The Touch or something like that. Is that an Afrobeat song as well too? I'm just looking at it online right now.
Turn Me On. There is.
Turn Me On. Yeah.
Yes.
So we can definitely rock this song. Yeah. We can definitely play this song right now.
Yes. I ain't have to worry if it clean.
All right, no. This don't really matter. This is the vibes right now, man. You know, so let's get into this Gucci right now. Let's get into this.
This girl
Hey, people, listen to the man Shaka Pow. The song entitled "Turn Me On."
Bubble up.
Come on, ladies, y'all want to be turned on tonight? Y'all want to be turned on tonight? Hope your man can turn you on, yeah?
Turn me on in a temper. Make me hot like some of the same.
Hey.
This is not a one night stand. This far life. This is not a far life.
Yo.
This girl turn me on, yeah.
Hey. Bubble up now.
Girl, you turn me.
Let's do it, Shaka.
Hey, this girl that turn me on in a temper. Make me happy like summer in December. She make me remember. This is not a one night stand. It's for lifelong. Bubble up for me, yard man in a your party. Liquor just busting up.
Other people check him on the YouTube, Shaka Pow.
Turn me on, girl, you turn me on. Turn me on, girl, you turn.
All right, people, turn up your radio now. Turn up your radio. Turn it up.
Turn me on.
It's over the fight. Friday Night Vibes. King Rocco, AG, alongside the man Shaka Pow.
You want me, and me want you. Turn me on like the remote for the TV. Start me up like a car without a car key. You make me go. Girl, you make me go. Turn me on. Girl, you turn me on. Turn me on. Girl, you turn me on. Have me a pop like champagne. A pop. Turn me on.
too cold for me. Little boy, I don't want the ice cream love, boy, can't you see? I don't want the ice cream love, that's too cold for me. Little boy, I don't want the ice cream love, boy, can't you see?
What you want,
I don't wanna play love, me want to love a man, we can't sit down in the soccer, ride it 10 furlong, because my love is warmer than a chocolate fudge. My love is warmer than a chocolate fudge.
Shaka. She don't want no ice cream love, she don't want no play love. She want it hot like a syrup, it put in her arm up.
Boy, Shaka, talk to us, man. Where you getting this hits from, bro?
Yo, Rocco. So you see that the artist kind of well diverse. Like, you know, when you hear the rhythms kind of bring out a different energy. So if it's original hardcore dancehall, we're there, like with that Shabarangs, Bounty Killer vibe, and you know if it's that Kevin Little and that Afrobeat rule, Burna Boy type of vibes, it's all there, wrapped up in one artist. So
That's what you call being prolific.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You just don't stick to one thing, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you give the people what they want, you know what I'm saying? If they bring in one Sunday morning for sing gospel music, you can buzz gospel music too. If they put you on the stage for sing, and you can do it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what's up, man. So, I mean, before we even wrap up, bro, I mean, what down the line for Shaka Power in the next 6 months to the next year or so?
Okay, so we'll be back in the schools. Come September, I'm out in the community. There is a new song coming out now called The Community. You know, as a community, we have to show more unity. We have to show more unity in the community. And that is to pull the country together through positivity. And we're going into some communities to offer some help and relief through some different charity and things. Where we will show some communities how you help to build your own community through your community center, through positive vibes and love and that type of energy. And in the first quarter next year, we're gonna drop the album. So it's gonna have an unconditional, you know, fully bright, the community, back to school, the Beanie Man track. It will be a prolific album. We haven't put a name to it yet, but look out for it. At least 12 tracks with a nice intro and yeah, a nice amount.
Bro, let me tell you something right now, man. Make sure I get that copy, bro. Make sure I get that copy, man.
Definitely, brother. Yeah, it will have about 3 Afrobeat tracks. We're gonna put some dancehall, a one calypso track on it. It's gonna be nice and diverse.
So definitely, I mean, you basically, you're doing a mixture of anything and everything for everybody.
Yeah, so everybody will find a song that them will love on this album. Definitely.
Awesome. So, I mean, let's say doing a collaboration, there's any artists out there you think, you really want to do that collab with right now?
I would say, you know, I do love Rihanna. I'd love to do a song with Rihanna. I just did a cover version of her song. I had Singer J doing a cover version. We're gonna send that to you, brand new. Singer J singing "Lift Me Up," and the video and everything is coming out because I do some production as well under the Outfit Records label. So you know, I will if things are come King Rocco, but you know, we now make nothing past you. We're gonna be sending you the tracks early so you can blaze them across the world on your wonderful platform and this wonderful energy, how you play and bring music to the world.
If anybody out there that you would like to shout out and stuff like that?
Wow, I have so many. You know, Q45, King Jammies, Jack Scorpio, all of the early persons, Steely and Clevey, rest in peace, so many Bounty Killer, Beanie Man, Sizzler, Capleton, the whole works, all the young artists, them, Ken Boot, Marcia Griffiths, all generations of the music, big up Chris Thomas, my producer and manager, big up Father Mac, big up all the disc jockeys across the world, Big A, the whole works, Smurf, the whole team, Dalton, Leith, boy, I can't, let me tell him, we call every name, Big up,
As I said, name some too numerous to mention. It's a whole lot, you know what I'm saying?
big up Africa, 'cause Africa we come from, that's why we have to do some of the Afrobeat and dabbling at the thing, and, big up.
Well, you know what? I can assure you right now, we got a couple of folks from Africa listening right now down there. I can see South Africa on the radar right now. Also, I can see Accra, Ghana, and Nigeria also checking in right now. You know what I'm saying?
Big up every part of Africa, and every other country in the world. Big up the whole UK and North America. I don't know. And China and Japanese, all those who support dancehall music across the globe. Australia, big up Shaka Paul, love you. And, with the album and the world tour that will follow, I'll be coming to meet the fans face to face.
Absolutely. I mean, I ask some artists this question. There's any country out there, it's like you have this big burning desire to go perform out there outside of Jamaica? And where's that country?
Boy, from any spot the plane point, I know my toe point, my shoes point, I'll be there bring the music. I just
watch your face. Anyway, anywhere you would like to bring music to the people.
Everywhere. I would love to be. I'd love to be in every household, on every phone, and every TV, just bringing love and unity through music.
So, if somebody want to find your music, where and how they can get in contact with you?
Oh, with all the platforms are there. Shaka Pow the name is so unique. Once you type in Shaka Pow, Spotify, YouTube, Vivo, Instagram, TikTok. I'm on all those media. Facebook, I can be contacted. The number is global too, the 876-846-1400. So, Shaka Pow can easily be found. Easily. Just Google.
Interested you mentioned the name Shaka Pow, because this is one of the questions I want to ask you as well. But since you keep mentioning the name Shaka Pow, where did that name Shaka Pow come from?
Yeah, well, the Shaka came first, then the Pow came after. And Shaka came from the Shaka Zulu series, when that was on TV, that, because of my love for football and being a ball shark, they ended up calling me Shaka. When the series came, and
right.
then the Pow fused with the Shaka, and then it just became Shaka Pow.
So what is Shaka Pow birth name for our listeners?
Garth McDonald.
Garfield McDonald.
Garth.
Oh, Garth.
Yeah.
McDonald. Big name, man.
Yes.
Big name. So, unique.
yeah. And also, if you Google that, you'll find one bag of next other things, what the doctor has done on the planet. So,
all right. So you have made the difference in the lives of people through music, and also you're one of the guy as well who deliver the future leaders.
Yes, I've delivered of babies in my time, and still continue to lead and teach and build some more good doctors to keep the tradition going. So
that is awesome.
Yeah.
So Shaka Pow, before we wrap up this interview, any upcoming artists out there that maybe thinking to get into this business and they're wondering, this is so hard. I don't think I would ever put my foot in the door. and make it out there. You know what I'm saying? What would be your advice to that person? And maybe, you know, as a medical doctor as well, because the song basically that you have, they're talking about education and stuff like that. For any young person out there, anybody out there who believe, you know what I'm saying, like the world is against them and they feel like they just can't make it, what would be your advice to that individual?
Well, my advice would be always put your best foot forward. Always try to be the best version of you. Keep improving every day. Keep working hard. Um, there's no, real success without some hard work. So keep putting in the work. Keep using all the media that exists now that we never had years ago to use that to propel yourself. And always remember, once there's life, there is hope. You understand? And if you keep thumping at the rice bag, one day it'll burst. You understand? So keep aim for the sky and thump at the cloud, and the rain and the water and the glory must come.
Why, Shaka, you couldn't say it any better. Wonderful. On behalf of UBC Radio and myself, you know what I'm saying? Brother, we definitely appreciate you. I want to thank Spider Stretch as well, too, to making this interview possible, and everybody who involved and stuff like that. Really appreciate, and we're definitely going to keep on pushing the music and stuff like that. And bro, when you're ready to drop that album, let me be one of the first to get an album. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So
definitely. Keep great work that you do, and this great vibe and energy that you bring, Rocco. We do appreciate this energy. Trust me. So you have a fan here in Shaka Power, and all of Shaka Power Nation and Fully Bright team will be following King Rocco. Check it.
Why, as I say, brand build brand, and that's the way that's the way. You always say it's a we thing and not a me thing, because more time you see in a life, sometimes what happen. Sometimes some of us who are disc jock or a radio DJ or presenter or whatever you want to call it, or artist, sometimes, it's like we just want the cake and everything for ourselves, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to spread the love, we don't want to spread the strength and stuff like that, But for me, to be honest with you, as a disc jock, that's one thing I always say, you know what I'm saying? We all, want to make a name out there for ourselves and stuff like that. But you see, in life, you got to start somewhere to end up somewhere. But some of us, sometimes, we like this quick fix. It's like right out to the woodworks. We just want to jump out there, and all of a sudden, we consider ourselves, I'm the man of the day. But one of the things I've learned over the years is that hard work brings success. And why hard work may bring success? Something called consistency. Something called dedication to do whatever you're doing. And if you can't be consistent or be dedicated to what you are doing, brother, you better just leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? You better you just leave it alone, because the road out there ain't promised none of us it's easy, you know what I'm saying? But you know what? Despite the back and forth that life gonna throw at you, you just gotta pick yourself up, dust off, and keep pushing, you know what I'm saying? So this is what we are doing right now. So for all those of you out there, listen to Shaka, we must say right now, go on to school, get your education, and live it up, because they say education is the key. You know what I'm saying, people? Education is the key. And as long as you have that knowledge, you say knowledge is power. Ain't nobody can take it away from you, people. So educate yourself in every possible way that you can do in life, because I'm telling you this, when you have that, man, ain't nobody can take it away from you. So let's get into this song right for the man, Shaka Pow. Yeah, Shaka, thanks a lot once again for this interview, my brother. Appreciate. Blessings to you. Yeah, up top, Shaka. Blessings.
Never chop a line, never give a bounce check. Oh,
yeah, people, it's the Friday Night Vibes. UBC Radio, the sound of binds this together. Hey. We don't want no duppy head, no money in your brain, right? Education. Yeah. Hey.
It's okay to be brilliant. Use your mental ability, make millions. Make billions. Got the top of the class.
Yeah, people, it's all about the vibes. Friday Night Vibes. UBC Radio, King Rocco HD. We just had the man Shaka Pow, the Afrobeat General, up in the building. Once again, big up Yellow Leo Label Production, all the Kings of Jamaica.
Man, try to be the dance
yet.
Under the class.
Check them on YouTube. Deezer Music, Apple Music, Spotify Music. Check them on all the music out there. You can find music, people. Shaka Pow.
Use power of try do your best in all that you do. Make your best use of school when you are past.
This is courage from West Palm Bay, representing for DJ King Rocco HD on Friday Night Vibes. UBC Radio, the song that binds us together. DJ King Rocco, play the music for the people again. Blaze it up. DJ King Rocco, a bed
subject, never chop a line, never give a bounce check. Oh, you fi compete fi try be the done says don't bother vex. No get upset. Show me tell you say me have 15 subject, never chop a line. No give no bounce check. Oh, you fi compete fi try be the done
Tell
says.
them me fully bright. Man, try to be the dances. Up on the front of the class. I try to get 100. Tell them me fully bright. Now try to be the dances. Tell them me fully bright.
Check him out, people. Check him on the YouTube, Facebook, Deezer Music, Apple Music, Instagram.
Use your
Shaka Pow.
Cerebral hemisphere make billions.